Can you do my hair? Is my hair alright?
Everything's black. We just need art on a bit of reflection here.
I am wasting battery.
We'll put this in the B-roll. Let's get it going. What are we pouring?
Can't take these guys anywhere.
You cannot. The 6% has got to them, I think.
Oh, no. You guys can't handle your 6% IPA, yeah? No. It's going to start pouring, man. Shivers.
Let's go quick. We're going to review. There's the blue sky there. We're going to get it done quickly.
Yeah, it tastes good. Alright, quick.
Let's go.
Going.
The sun's coming down.
Let's go for afternoon, guys. Daniel back here from Single Malt Jack, your channel for whiskey, beers, and barbecues. And here with my mate Aiden, and aren't we having a cracking day, mate?
We're having a great day. The sun is out at the moment, but about 10 minutes ago it was hailing. Yeah. And there's hail coming now, so we're going to get these reviews done.
This is probably the quickest beer we've to do. As you can see, we've got 2 Adventure Kegs. We've got Balter Beer in them that we got filled up fresh from the tap room. Aiden is pouring the XPA at the moment, and we want to have a chat about that, and we also want to have a chat about their limited release, Hazy IPA. Stay tuned, guys.
I've done an absolute terrible pour, but we're here for the tasting, right? It's open, slow up. There we go.
Beautiful. That's looking really good, mate. So while Aiden pours it, I'm actually getting really nervous, you guys. You cannot see behind you, but these clouds are rolling in. There's still sunlight on our face, but I think we're going to have another hailstorm again. This is just crazy.
It is pretty intense. I mean, we were sitting there before, as you saw in the previous video, I hope. If you haven't seen the previous, go watch it, like, subscribe, all of the above. But we were sitting there in the sun, and then all of a sudden, 5 minutes later, it was hailing. We had to move everything undercover. So fingers crossed we can get the review done before that happens. I think we can.
I definitely think we can. And Aiden has just poured us the Balter XPA, and cheers, mate, by the way.
Cheers. Cheers, guys.
This beer is just an incredible beer. This is probably one of my favourite all-time beers.
Yeah.
You know, and fresh from the tap room. It is just an absolutely magnificent beer. You know, it's halfway between their pale ale and their IPA, and it just pours so well. It drinks so well. It's fresh. It's crisp. It's
really light.
It
definitely
is.
light.
Yeah,
and I think
definitely
I
light.
kind of guessed that from the branding. When I first saw the branding of Balter, I'm a massive fan. You know, the tones, the split tones, the way the cans are kind of shaped and everything like that. It just looks good.
It does look good.
Fortunately, it tastes good as well. Yes, that's my bad.
Fantastic, and it's just such a crisp beer. Like it's to me, it comes across as a pale ale. You know, that nice level of fruitiness to it. Okay, it's got the hops. You know, definitely some nice bitterness in there, but it is just a very crisp pale ale.
Yeah.
Like it's not an overly complex fruity pale ale. Like that's why I guess they call it an extra pale ale, because it is quite crisp. You know, bit of fruitiness to it, and you know, for me, this really hits the mark every time. I get it in the cans.
You know, cans are good.
And now I guess with these Adventure Kegs, we just get it straight from the tap room.
Straight into a keg. How good is that? The Adventure Keg. Absolutely nailing it this weekend. But I do agree. Sometimes with the extra pale ale, you kind of run the line of being too bitter, a bit too dry. But this kind of hits the spot perfectly, and it is light, not too heavy, so you can drink it. Kind of like your sessions, you know, it lasts a little bit longer. I thoroughly enjoy it.
Definitely, I do as well. And as I said, I mean, before today, that XPA was actually one of my favourite beers, if not my very favourite. But the guy at the tap room from Balter said to me, "You've got to try the limited release Hazy IPA." And I said, "What's that? I've never tried it before." He said, "Look, we release it in cans." He said, "It's only available from the tap room now." He said, "Give it a go, because I reckon you're going to like it." So it's hazy, which means it's unfiltered, and it just pours so well. It's so fresh. It's got that extra hit of hops to it, extra fruitiness. And
pours better when Daniel pours.
And I think it's just an absolute cracking beer, mate. I'll get you to pour mine as well.
I'll do it a bit better this time.
Like, I know we are in a bit of a rush because I can see these clouds coming over now. The sun's gone. So we are panicking a little bit here, but...
Oh, how's that? The perfect pour for you.
Beautiful. That's fantastic.
No,
I need a bit more of that.
You need a bit more of that?
Yeah. Because that's
Mine will settle into a bit more. I just poured a little bit because I'm worried about this cloud. I'm sure you can see on the camera as the clouds are coming across, the light's probably dropping off a little bit and it's getting a bit rough, but what's life without a little bit of adventure? And that's why we're here with the Adventure Kegs.
Mate, today has definitely been an adventure. Like, we left early this morning, you know, Boona for breakfast. And
as always.
we did the Condamine River track. You know, we've had a barbecue, we had some chicken, some lamb chops. We've been drinking some beer out of the Adventure Keg.
Shout out to Ardo for the chicken thighs, as always.
Oh,
very good.
Fantastic.
Nobody
on the
does it
charcoal
better.
barbecue was absolutely beautiful. And
Guess
let
we-
us know
cheers for this one.
Yeah, cheers. Let us know what you think about this one.
Obviously, I've got a bit of head on mine, so definitely feels a lot thicker in the mouth. And I was saying this before, kind of reminds me of your typical kind of Coopers where it continues to brew in the cup, I feel. I imagine it's something that would just get better over time as well, but it is a great beer. Surprisingly, much lighter than the XPA.
It is, yeah, in terms of colour you mean, or taste?
Well, colour and taste, I think.
Okay,
yeah, definitely. I feel like the XPA kind of hits me in the face a little bit more, but
Right, okay.
I might be able to drink this one even longer.
Well, that's interesting because this is at 6%.
Yeah.
So it's a fair bit stronger than the XPA.
It is.
And to me, it tastes a bit more syrupy, kind of like I don't know, like a peach apricot kind of canned syrup almost.
Yeah, the more fruity beers. Yeah, it's definitely thicker, especially running down the throat. You can kind of feel it.
Yeah, definitely thicker, fruitier, heavier on the hops. But excuse me, I've got a bit of a dry throat today, but I'll continue on. But
That's
definitely
why practicing safe distancing here. There's no coronavirus.
But definitely with the hazy beer, it means they don't filter it. So it's unfiltered, it's not chill filtered, which means, from my point of view, retains a lot more of the flavour.
I agree.
Okay, it doesn't look as good as a commercial beer, excuse me, but in terms of the flavour profile is just full hit of flavour in that beer. Like, I don't know how I can go back to a normal commercial beer after drinking this.
Well, you're going to have to, because I believe this is limited, right?
It definitely is, unless you can take your own growler and go hit up the tap room.
And I believe the website's going live soon for Single Malt Jack. You can pick up your own Adventure Keg.
I certainly hope so. I certainly hope so. That would be absolutely fantastic. So that's it, guys. As I said, this cloud's coming over. It's just about to start raining. We're going to have to shut this down, pack this up, guys. Thanks again, Aiden. Appreciate you having you on here. And I know you've got a nice bottle of Lark Australian Tasmanian whiskey for later on. So stay tuned, guys, for the next episode, because we're going to crank that out. And I am so looking forward to it, because that's a whiskey, a single malt Australian Tasmanian whiskey that I've never tried before. So
here we are.
I'm really, really interested to review it.
Cheers, guys. See you in the next video.
Cheers, mate.